Hello, welcome back. So in the last video tutorial, we added this database, okay, this simple PHP database, and then we added these two entities which we have in our Flutter application. Okay, so we know that the task has the title, description, and also the ID. We also have the to do here, which has the task ID and then the to do info. Okay, and then is ID. Okay, so what we are going to do is to write a code to connect to that database and then retrieve information and connect it to our application. But in this video, we are just going to connect to the database, okay? Connect the PHP to the database. So I'll create a new folder called API because this is for just API. And bear in mind, this is simple API, okay? Simple PHP API. This is not a complex one like the way you use Laravel and all that, those kind of this is simple. So if you are designing for a large application, I don't expect you to do this simple thing, okay? And I'll create a new folder called the config, okay? Config inside the API, and then inside the API, I'll create a new file called um, config.php. So this will hold our configuration for connecting to the PHP database. Okay, so you know how to write some PHP simple code. Okay, so this is how we open tag for our PHP code. Okay, so this is always needed in the file. The ending it can be ignored, so that's okay. So now we need the host, which is just our local host. Okay, I'm not going to really explain the PHP that much, okay? And then we also need the user, which is the root, okay? We also need the password, okay? Which is the password we connect to in our database, okay? The password to our database, and we also need the database, okay? Database, and that one will be the name of the database, which is I think PHP to do, the one we created um in our database, okay, PHP MyAdmin side, okay. So what we are going to do is to write the code for the connection, which is what MySQLi, okay, and then we want to connect. So with this connect, we can now put in the details that we want to connect to. So we have to put in the host, and then we also have to put in the user, and then the password, okay. And then we also need to put in the database, okay. So we have this is how we connect to our database, okay. We use the my SQLi, and then we pass in the information that is needed. The host is the local host because this thing is hosted on our local host, and then the user to the database is just root. We don't have any password. That's me. If you have any password in your local host database, which is the PHP admin, you just have to put it there. And then this is the database name, okay, and then we pass those information here. So I said I'm not going to explain plenty, but I think I'm doing that. Okay, so we have to check if there's connection. Okay, so connection. If there's connection, I've forgotten we have to put this thing there. Okay, because that's how you create a variable in PHP. And then if there's no connection, we just want to echo um, not connected. And if there's a connection, we can just echo connected. So echo connected. Okay. So that's how we connect to our PHP code. So I think I have some things that I have to do. Okay. Since I created a thing on the desktop, it's not going to work the way I want it. So I will just cut the code and then maybe open a folder, go here and then go to here. I think inside my XAMPP, yeah, and then I go to the htdoc and I can paste the code here. This action can be complete because it's open here, and then I can close it like this and try again. Okay, so it's working. So now let's just go into the browser and then open localhost PHP. I think PHP to do. Let's see, and I think it's now working the way I thought it's supposed to work. PHP to do. No, there's no underscore. Okay. Um, there's no underscore, which will cause. Okay, so now we have the PHP to do here, and then I open this one. I'm just trying to connect to this undefined variable pass. Okay, so there we have an error in our code. So I'll just come to this. Okay, let me just create a new. Let me just open the folder that we had before, and that is on the desktop. Okay, which is this PHP to do. This PHP to do. Where is it? Okay, sorry. I think I've already moved it. Sorry, I even forgot that I moved it. So it's here and it's on the HC docs. Where is it? And then we have PHP to do here. Okay, so we can select this folder. Yeah. So inside here, I think there's an error in the code which it was showing. So it's supposed to be password. Supposed to be password. And then I can refresh and then it's connected. Okay, so now we have connection to our database. So I will end the video here. Okay, and then in the next video tutorial we will try and then get the items stored in our database. So I'll see you in the next video tutorial.